Hi, this is Crochet Zoom. We've done the body, we've done the head, we've done the little arms and the little legs. And this week we're looking at ears and a muzzle. Now mine is shaped, it's quite squidgy, you can see it squidging, but it's very round. Now I've been doing this for a lot of years. A lot of years. And so your first teddy bear will not look as round or as neat as this because you are starting. So please don't lose heart. Keep going, keep trying, keep squidging, keep playing. And I'm always around if you want to chat about your bear. Right. This is a different skill to normal crochet in that it's only one stitch. But it's tight, it's different. So, ears or muzzle? Let's do the muzzle first. The muzzle goes on the front of the face. So, it starts, as with everything else on this bear, with a magic ring. 1, 2, up it goes. In goes your hook, underneath both rings. Pick up your wool. Bring it back under, so you've got a loop on your, let me do that again. Put it under, bring it, so you've got a loop on your hook, yarn over and through. Now in here you need, as usual, 6 single crochet. So I'm going to go through my hole, pick up the wool, bring it round to the front, over and through both. Going to do that 6 times. So in, round, over, through both. I've lost count already. Now the next round is an increase round. So same as every other time we've done every other bit of this bear, we're going to tighten this circle and then we're going to do 12 stitches. Same as we did with the head and the body. We're going to reach over. Ignore this loop here. That's okay. Reach over and do 2 stitches in each stitch. You can use a stitch marker or you can just count because it's only 12 stitches. I like to put the end there on the top so that I can crochet it in and it stops it hanging around. And it stops me having to sew it in because I'm allergic to hand sewing. Okay, 12 stitches in the round. Don't forget to count at the end of each round to make sure that you've got the right number of stitches. It should look something like this. Right, in the next round, back loops only. So that means going in, here's the front facing me, and there you can see that little shape there. We're going into the middle of the stitch and then out towards the back, furthest away from you. You're going to do 1 stitch in every stitch, so 12 stitches around, but only in the back loops. We used this before when we were doing the bottom of our legs and arms. There you see, you can see the line going around here because we've only done it in half the stitch, so that's the other loop. It's beginning to curl a little bit because I didn't do an increase. So the next round is 12 stitches, so, as you normally would. Through there, like that. 12 stitches, so 1 stitch in every stitch going round. 1. Right, I've done 12 stitches round and I have this kind of shape. So I'm going to turn it inside out. Here we go. I love that bit, it's like magic. So I'm going to finish it off, which means going into the next stitch, collecting the wool, bringing it back through, and then back through your original stitch. Then I need a pair of scissors, bit of a tail, and pull it all the way through. And there you have your muzzle. Now, the other thing we need are ears. We're going to make 2 of these, and then we're going to sew them on. So, need your wool. You're going to start with a magic ring and 6 single crochets into the loop. So 1, 2. Hook goes underneath both, pulls at the wool, brings it back to the front, and do a chain. And that holds everything in place. Take it off your finger and do 6 single crochets. So single crochet means you go straight in, pick up the wool and back. You're not putting wool around your hook or anything like that. 2, 3. You're not going to believe how quick this is to do. It's very cute and very quick. So there's your circle. We're going to close it nice and slowly, using your finger in the middle, just to try and keep those 2 hoops the same. And then you won't end up with a bobble. Now you're going to do an increase round, which means 2 single crochets in every stitch from the bottom row. Remember to try and count. Otherwise you won't end up with a circle, you'll end up with a wobbly circle, which will mean a wobbly ear. And we don't want a wobbly ear. Again, I'm using the tail and putting it over so I can crochet it in. Keep it looking smart. Here we go, there's 12 around. The next thing we need to do is 2 more rows of that 12, almost like we did with this, but without the back loops only. So 2 more rows of 12. So that means 1 stitch in each row. 1 stitch in each stitch. And 12. There we go. Doesn't look much like an ear. Now we need to go off again. So we go into the next chain, gather up the wool, bring it back through one, bring it back to the other. It's called a slip stitch. Leave yourself a bit of a tail, not probably that much, a bit of a tail, and then pull it right through. There we go. Now flatten, leaving your tail. Make sure the tail is on one end of the flattened ear. There we go. There we go. There is a tail. Ear. So now all we need to do is make another one and then sew it on where you want it. You can sew them at the top. You can sew them at the side like a koala. Oh, you can make a koala or a bear. And then the muzzle, I like to put the tiniest little bit of stuffing in the bottom there. And then we're going to sew it on there. And then you will have your teddy. And you can sew on eyes and a nose. What I'll do is we'll do that in another video. Alright, see you soon. Bye.